Alright guys, I'm out here with the H1 Hurtle. Finally got the, not necessarily, I'm not final, it's not finished with yet. I'm just out here testing it to make sure everything works. I did get the motor in, and now I'm fitting the ESC and the servo and the receiver. So, but before I set it in place, I just wanted to test it to make sure everything works, and it does. So there's a few things I had to do to make to make it work, and one of the things I had to do. Hold on. So initially, this was the area for the 2-in-1 ESC, stock ESC here. And so actually I had to come in here and trim all these tabs that was around here and at the bottom here. So this ESC would fit down in there flat. And so I'm going to use some 3M tape it down there. And I'm guessing with the receiver that's there, the receiver can probably go there on the low end on this back side here. And now I would probably just 3M it right there, or I would say in the front, but I think it'll be in the way of the body right there. But that will be a probably good spot as well, right there. But I think it'll be in the way of the body, so I have to test fit it before I place it just to see. But the ESC most definitely will go here. For the ESC, I had to use an extension wire so I can actually plug the battery in, since the battery is going to be back here. So I had to use this T-connector extension. So now we have that situated, so we good on that. Let's see, something else. Oh, had to take the bumper off to access the servo, and this is the stock servo that came off of. Man, when I tell you it's so long, it's a long servo. This thing is just ridiculous long. It's big. It's big. I thought it would have been a smaller a smaller servo in here, but it wasn't. This thing is huge. So regular size 10th scale servo worked in here. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, I got the Spectrum S606 in here. Like I said, this thing is built up on extra parts I just had laying around. So the servo arm wouldn't work. The stock servo arm wouldn't work. So I took one out of this little cheap kit I have from one of my old servos that I had. And so I took that out of there, placed it in there. I had to cut it so it wouldn't bump up against the top up here, because it was longer than that. So I just clipped it off. Wasn't trying to make it pretty. I just trying to look. I'm just trying to make it work. So it works. So it's cut. It works. It's not bumping up against it anymore. I did put like a little rubber insert in here because the hole was too big for the screw, since I couldn't use the stock screw. So had to put a rubber insert in that, so this screw kind of fit snug inside this link, plastic stock link, and we got it to work now. So yeah, so that's all we did with that. So we got that fitted in. I think next is to take this stock power switch out, and I don't know if I don't think that the power switch on this ESC is gonna reach that far. It won't. So what I end up doing is I cut a slit here in the chassis there, and I run the wire through that little channel there, that little slit, That way it won't be in the way of the body. And then I will probably secure the switch somewhere on the side here. Yeah, somewhere on the side here. I'll probably secure it on the side here out the way. But I'll wait till I see how far the body goes down, and then I'll do that. But it will go through that right there. So other than that, sure, it's really, the hard part is really over with, I believe. Now it's just, like I said, setting this ESC in place and seeing exactly where I'm gonna put this receiver at. And once we do that, we'll button everything up, and we're gonna test it. Let's see, I'm gonna bring you all back once I get this set in place, and once I get all the electronics set in place, and we're gonna test fit the body, and then we're gonna test this thing and see what it does. All right, guys, I'm back with the H1 Hurtle. I got the body on, but I don't have it screwed down. I just want to see you all. I just want to show you all that it is running. And I had to do some slight modifications on the body as well to fit it. I mean, it's fast, y'all. It's fast. I don't know how long that gear gonna last. And I don't know if they have any replacement parts for it. But you can hear that. You can hear that plastic gear. You can hear those plastic gears are not happy. Like I said, it does have that little hesitation with the cheap ESC motor combo, but when it goes, it goes. And it's loud, man. Them gears are loud. Like I said, I haven't screwed the body down yet. And I don't know if it'll go through this grass. Let's see. It's struggling. Well, I say it's struggling, but it's getting there. It's getting through it. You know, it got those small wheels on it. Small wheels on this H1 Hurtle, but let's push the body back down. So we have these friction shocks, plastic gears, and a brushless system. How crazy is that? Oh. Like I said, guys, this thing is, I don't know how long it's gonna last with this brushless motor in here, but I mean, for right now, we're gonna button everything down in and let it do what it do. Like I said, H1 Hurtle, plastic gears, friction shocks, brushless power plant. Let's get it. How long do y'all think this is gonna last? You think the gear's gonna give up the ghost very soon? How soon? Put it in the comments. Alright, guys, so a few modifications I had to do with the body just so I can fit it on without any restrictions. Had all these wires here, and the wires are, like I said, I already had to stretch the ESC wire out so it can connect to the battery. And with that being done, I mean, this wire still is not long enough that I needed to droop a little more. And by not drooping, being able to have that length to droop, it kind of stays like this, and when a body comes on, it wants to push this down, which then when it pushes it down, it takes the T-plug out of the battery compartment. And so I wouldn't have any way to connect the battery without taking screws off to get to it, because the battery simply is back here in the trunk area or the bed area. You just take the lid off here and have access to your battery. But if I kept the interior, because I had to take the interior off, I had to take the interior out of it, and so if I didn't, then I would just have to, in some kind of way, just take the body off, not put all the screws in, and just probably just put 4 screws in and have to unscrew, and that's just too much work trying to put a battery in. But yeah, and the problem was this piece right here, and I didn't want to cut it, and I could have, but I didn't want to cut it because this is what was pushing, not only this was pushing it down, but also this part of the body interior as well. So yeah, yeah, I didn't want to do too much cutting, so I decided just to take the interior off, save the interior. Maybe I can use it for something else, who knows, never know. And if I decide to give this thing away or sell it or whatnot, I will send all the parts that I took out of it, the interior, the spare tire, all that good stuff, even the power wire if you want it. But yeah, I took the power wire, the stock power wire, out of that slot. Just, I could have left it in, but I decided to just go ahead and take it out. It was serving no purpose. Lights, here's all the lights. You can put them back in, you can slice them and make them work on you, you know, if you wanted to. I decided not to, but yeah, wasn't important to have lights for it. So yeah, got it working, got it going. Hasn't worked in a long time, so I finally got it working. Once I put the everything in place like it should be, put the body on, we'll be good to go to let it rip and see how long these plastic gears stand up to this brushless system, which it's not a real high kV, it's 3300 kV. And the motor itself is cool with me running it through the grass like that. And the ESC is cool, so no overheating, so that's good. Just some loud gears making noise. But alright guys, that's the end of this video. I'll see y'all on the next one.